So Max0r uploaded a new video, and it's called "The Red Dead 2 Situation is Insane." And I imagine he's gonna be talking about stuff with Red Dead Redemption 2 regarding the story, the gameplay, or just most likely for the campaign and a bunch of other random bullshit throughout the when it comes to the Red Dead Redemption 2. And by the way, I played Red Dead Redemption 2 myself, and I loved it. I love the story. I love the game. I love the gameplay. The shame Rockstar did a shitty job with Red Dead Online. Couldn't add anything too much new to it, like compared to it did with GTA Online, unfortunately, which sucks because I actually liked Red Dead Online, and I think it had potential. I'm just saying, yeah, it was so much of a waste, Rockstar. So, and then there's GTA 6 coming out later this year, but it's most likely to get delayed. So we'll see what happens, but I don't know. I don't know what Rockstar's gonna do. I don't have too much faith in them anymore, but we'll see. We will see. But in this case, we're gonna talk about Max0r's video on Red Dead 2, and it's fucking 32 minutes and 45 seconds long. This is by far the longest video I've ever seen him do. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. Look at all the other ones I've reacted to. I'm like, the Helldivers 2 one wasn't this long. The Metal Gear, well, he did Metal Gear Rising into 2 parts. That both of them weren't as long as this separately. And oh yeah, and I watched his Yakuza 0 video. I was like, that wasn't as long. And then it's been a while since I watched his Baldur's Gate 3. So, but yeah, I'm just saying this is probably the longest video I've ever seen come from a guy. So this is about to be bound with a bunch of shit that's gonna probably make me laugh my ass off. Just saying. But yeah, out of all the like the few YouTubers I watch, like they never make me fail to laugh. It's Max0r and Solid JJ. The ones I can name at the top of my head, at least, at the moment. Oh, yeah, and Devil Artemis. Devil Artemis makes me laugh, too. Those are the 3 that come to mind, honestly, when it comes to reacting to stuff, anyways. So, but, yeah. Anyways, without further ado, it's reaction time.
Drunk driving. You know it, you love it, we do not condone it in any way, shape, or form. No matter how funny it looks, I am neither encouraging my viewers to booze nor to cruise. But I am going to commit several felonies that have not been invented yet. Red Dead Redemption 2 is the greatest...
I'm already 20 seconds in, and he's... oh man, is this gonna be like this for me for the entire video after watching? Oh my god.
Drunk driving simulator that I have ever played with a funny cowboy game attached to it. And I've got to say that compared to the various liquor laborings and inebriation transportations, that the cowboy part is pretty alright too. Taking place in one of the most massive, beautiful, and fleshed out worlds in gaming with the greatest protagonist I've ever experienced, the greatest villain I've ever seen, and the most hated villain I've ever seen.
Micah. Oh yeah, everyone fucking hates Micah. Fuck that guy. Dutch was great. Seeing him turn into the leader into an insane person that he would later become a villain. And then of course everyone fucking hates Micah. Fuck him. It was so satisfying to see him die. And in the way I shot, like I used all my shots in that final moment, just like when I used my dead eye, I'm just like, all right, everything, I'm going for the dick. I was like, let me not be too predictable, and it's like, let me just go for the dick. And it was every shot, and he died with his penis blown off. Just saying. That's what I did when I killed him. So, the most hated villain ever seen.
If I have only played one singular video game, and considering the absolute size of this bitch, that is a possibility of a video game.
What was that?
And considering the absolute size of this bitch,
I think I will throw Mike off this. Wait, is that what he was?
A possibility.
That's what he did.
That is Red Dead Redemption 2 before the miraculous experience that is modding the game until John is building his house during a violent insurrection. So if you are new to this channel, please allow me to describe to you the premise of this video. I do not explain the
These fucking mods,
make them easier to understand. I add to the mystery of not playing the game by continuously spreading misinformation about it. And I am going to back up everything I am saying with the most legitimately unhinged video evidence that is so absolutely choreographed, so meticulously constructed, that I have planned out every single angle for every single shot in this video. And sometimes I will make the screen do this. So join me as we recount the themes,
Yeah, that's a specialty.
story, and gameplay of this fantastic software, as experienced through the dying brain of a story and gameplay of this fantastic software.
I'm not a big fan of the government. Oh.
As experienced through the dying brain of a schizophrenic man, where we will learn nothing, accomplish nothing, and flat out black out by going full throttle at empty bottle. Starting with chapter 1.
Well, is that a thing you could actually do in Red Dead? I never tried to ride around horses or, you know, ride wagons when drunk. I wonder if that was an actual thing. If it is, or if that's just a mod. Anyone, please let me know, but that's still, if that's a thing, that's funny.
1.
Chapter 1. No one kills like chapter 1. Oh wait, no one likes chapter 1. Okay, I thought it said no one kills like it. No one likes chapter 1. I was like, eh. Let's see what he says about chapter 1. Yep. What the fuck?
Everyone hates chapter 1, so we're gonna skip that shit.
Alright, you know what, to be fair, I didn't hate chapter 1, but I didn't like it either, but I didn't hate it. Oh, that one caught me off guard. Oh man, I'm only 2 minutes in. I can't imagine how the rest of this is gonna be. Chapter 2. This chapter is bad because I edited it first. Sorry, it gets better after this. When you're drunk driving. Nope.
Broke the goddamn wheel.
Flying down from the tutorial in a completely
I didn't even know
random
that could be a
direction,
cutscene.
the gang finds themselves in the beautiful, wide-open countryside of new, completely random direction. The gang finds themselves in the beautiful...
Oh wait, I need to go back to that. What does he say? He said fuck
random
this.
direction. The gang finds themselves in the beautiful...
Fuck, there's no Walmart. I get it.
Wide-open countryside of New Hanover, representing new opportunities, green pastures, and a fresh start for all the kidnapping and murder that we have intently planned on committing. I can see absolutely no consequences for this, as Dutch is a very stable man.
Yeah. Oh.
I can see absolutely
some of
no
these
consequences for this, as
yeah.
Dutch is a very stable man.
Evil Dutch be like, I do not have a plan, Archer.
Hello, Dutch. Plan? What? Money. All right, Dutch, I'd follow you unquestioningly for several years.
To emphasize...
You know what? That's true. It's so true. The more you think about it later on, it's like, what was his plan to begin with? Was it Tahiti? At this point, I wasn't sure. No, but then you see the ending of the game where he's like, oh yeah, I had all this money the whole time. It's like, bitch. And you could have used it. Ah, damn, Dutch.
Newfound freedom from the parasitic authorities? Haha, look at this guy, he's trying to fund Social Security. The game offers us a great deal of discretion, allowing us to terrorize the public with various methods.
Hold up, what the fuck?
Offers us a
what was
great
that
deal
one?
of discretion, allowing us to terrorize the public with various methods.
Sam, this guy Hillman, I need you to kill people.
Hitherto unknown by quantum mechanics. And if I decide that I want to sit here for 2 hours and smoke 500 cigarettes, then it is my God-given right to do so. The founding fathers died for this shit, and now so will I. For an example of...
Wait, you can actually die from smoking cigarettes in Red Dead? Like that? If it's 500? I did not know that. Holy crap. I'm learning something new from Max0r's video. Just from watching this. I didn't even know that. It's been a long time since I played Red Dead 2. And I didn't even know this stuff already. Man, I'm ready to be educated on what I missed or what I didn't know about the game.
Just one night I had in the town, I dragged a man through a river of human shit, antagonized random dudes on the street, entered the saloon, got absolutely plastered on gasoline, got into a bar fight, lost in a bar fight, quickly made an exit by flying through the window, and discovered the amazing risk-free joys of drunk driving. This is not an endorsement of dangerous behavior, as the beer actually improves your driving skills. 80% of crashes are caused by sober drivers. But what makes Blue Dude Bamboozle, Green Fiend Reconvene, Yeller Feller Endeavor, Black Sack Get 'em Back, and Turquoise Purloined Embroiling 2? into a really fun series of games that I will be cutting between at random intervals.
Oh, the giant gator.
Public harassment in this world is not only entertaining and morally justifiable, but is in fact extremely profitable.
It really is. Back in those days, yeah, you'd be surprised you could pull off a few bucks off the guys you try to beat up and mug.
As about 90% of all minor altercations will
talking about in the game, by the way.
Making the ensuing murder and kidnapping a reasonable act of self-defense, and giving me the obligation to ensure their property is returned to its rightful owner. Exactly as the Founding Fathers intended. Speaking of being highly profitable and courteous to our fellow man, if you happen to be a big fan of the root of all evil, then this is essentially the perfect software. As all gameplay mechanics, story, and general premises in this game revolve solely around the acquisition of money, making this possibly the most realistic game ever set in America. You can make money.
America revolves around capitalism, so what can I say?
Money by exploring the map. Actually,
Explore
never
that part of the
mind.
map? What the
Don't
hell?
do that. It's a little snowy out here. Committing a highway robbery that never actually works. Committing highway murder, riding into a ranch and skinning every single animal.
The fuck, man?
Slowly. Old MacDonald fucking had a farm, turning into a bird and asking people for seeds,
You actually did all
robbing a
that?
train, evading the pursuing gang stalkers, stealing the entire train, and reminiscing on the beauty of America's once fabulous high-speed rail network, as well as helping numerous individuals, actively begging the player for a taste of delicious lead. But by far the most efficient way to make money is also the avenue by which you spend. We are fucked. And
Oh, yeah,
make money is also the avenue by which you
I
spend.
should have read. Orchard, Dutch, Bill, Javier, Arthur Smith. $9,433.93. We're fucked. You're fucking broke, dude. Yeah, well, can you do a video where you kill people with a rock? Oh, man.
We are fucked.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
no, I am not referring to gambling again, though that is a very efficient and safe prospect, as I reserve the right and privilege to summon 90 Cheetos whenever I lose a hand, but rather through engagement with the various schemes and heists made available by our fellow criminals, which of
The
course
hell?
will have...
Well, why'd you do Sean like that, man? That's fucked up. I'm just saying. Why do you gotta blow up Sean when he got his head blown off in the story? That's fucked up.
no long-term consequences, as Dutch is very eager to inform us. Because yes, though I do in fact work for an extremely high premium, our main task is not only the advancement of our wealth, but that of our entire camp of quirky characters, who after routinely performing Balkan-level massacres for, and donating millions of dollars to the max level camp, we'll have Dutch turn around and tell me that we need to do just one more score, and that he needs just a little more money, as he has spent the entire camp budget on fucking candles.
Someone who is good at the economy, please help me. My plan is falling apart. Well, Dutch, have you tried not spending so much on candles? The candles are a key part of my plan, Orchard, and I find it disrespectful that you're bringing them up again.
Frankly, Black Lung, I don't think I can see enough around here.
Like, I would appreciate it if you fucking killed yourself.
As you can probably...
True. I wish you would have done the LGG voice right there in that one. You should have just sent him. It's like, you should have killed yourself now. Just done it the LGG way. That would have been great. Just say.
The only thing more batshit than the basic gameplay is the advanced gameplay. Moving from location to beautiful location and chronicling the story of the Vanderlyn gang as they literally cannot stop killing people.
Nope.
Or most accurately, cannot stop ordering you to kill people specifically. Like, there's this mission in game where I'm
So
escorting
true.
women to the store and it, made me reconsider my opinion on the franchise. It is truly incredible how much faster track.
Okay, it's just a chill way to start off the beginning of the story, okay? It's not as bad. We start off slow and then it gets better as we progress through the chapters, alright? I'm just saying. It's just a slow start to, something better towards the end. Simple.
1899.
Dude, this car kicks ass, and I can watch Madagascar while I'm driving.
For another example of a productive money-making activity,
What the hell,
my
bear?
favorite mission is definitely the one where you go to the saloon and get so shit-faced that you begin to be haunted by the numerous ghosts of your dead friend Lenny, whose accident was unavoidable, yet the regret still haunts our protagonist to this day. I could go on. But if I were to talk about all the missions, we would be here for an extended runtime, longer than the entirety of Breaking Bad, with 20 hours to spare. So forgive me if my insane
True, I mean, we're already going for, like, 30 minutes of this.
happens
Just
to pass
saying.
over some details, like the amazing side quest where you play as the secret gang member, Bones Vanderland, who honestly was a pretty positive influence on the gang overall, and had a lot to say about anti-skeleton racism. And I know this is going to piss off a lot of my viewers, but these guys deserve reparations, and my channel is no place for the calciphobic. Rather...
Yep, that sounds like Max, alright. Sounds like him, just accurate.
We are instead going to focus on the overall story of the gang and how it closely parallels the failure of the nation once known as America. Should interest lopsided, they will buy Italy next. The broad fields of New Hanover, therefore, represent to the gang and to the player a pure, wholehearted expression of radical freedom, made possible only by the wide...
Oh wait, what is this one? Okay, go gadget, gun that explodes people.
Player a pure, wholehearted expression
gotta
of
love the
radical
mods,
freedom.
don't you? I bought it at a Walmart.
Made possible only by the wide open...
Ah, damn it, that's what I was trying to get. Oh well, let me see.
Possible only by the...
Judges sincerely doubt being a buck while will advance the plan.
The wide open countryside, slavery, and the elimination
White.
of all those who stand in our way. Just like in the real America, which historically killed up to 8 million people to grow corn, and we would do it again. Do not be alarmed though. I have absolutely no issues with the American government, because my true enemy is the American people, and there is still so much pain yet to inflict.
Ah, yes. Chapter 3. Great American Entrepreneurs. Oh boy. Can't see how this one... Can't wait to see how this one goes. Oh, this one's a bit longer.
Now, I don't know where the hell we are, but you are going to behave, Arthur, you hear me?
Behave,
Sure thing, Dutch. Sure thing.
The ragdoll flying in the sky. Most normal day in the town of Rhodes. A giant horse. A tiny horse. What the Oh, what the...
Taking every oil wagon I can get.
Oh, I remember seeing this as an actual... I forget where was it. I forget if I found it on Facebook, YouTube, or somewhere else on Instagram. It was one of those three platforms. I saw this thing is like if you blow a hole in the tank while this cutscene plays, it will explode. I'm just like, oh my god, that actually happens, and he actually included it in this clip. That's why shouldn't I be surprised? Max0r finds anything entertaining and bullshitting in the game with mods, of course, and we'll include it in here.
So after a laborious moving process involving the careful transportation of the women and children, we find ourselves exploring the wonderful, peaceful civilization of the state of Lemoyne. Meaning, of course, that I am blessed with the unique opportunity to discuss the topic of race relations in the post-Vellum South. A task which was apparently so hard for the devs that they simply set all plantation workers to be white people, so as to bypass the issue entirely. You will be working on your own land, you fucking...
I'm curious if he's going to mention the KKK in this game, because believe it or not, I wonder if I have that clip saved. I wonder if it's... I remember one time when I was playing for the story, I did find a group of KKK members just hang out in a fire, and when I saw that I was like, oh shit, that's ballsy. They actually included it in this game. Makes sense for the time, but all right, let me just blow them all up. That's what I decided to do. I'll probably need to find that clip. If I do find it, I may or may not include it in this video to show you what I'm talking about. But yeah, I wonder if he'll mention it in this. But we'll see.
But we here on the Max0r channel are not ones to sugarcoat real history. Nor are we going to disguise the horrors sadly inflicted on the skeleton race. This being said, I can completely understand. As a
why you gotta include Sans dialogue?
historically accurate Arthur Morgan would in fact be throwing the hard R faster than he throws his bullets.
Arthur, can you explain what the hell you just did to me?
Well, Dutch, I just don't understand why I can't say it. I mean, Lenny says it all the
You
time.
can't say that word in camp, Arthur. It's just not our word, okay? You're gonna have to trust me on this one. Of course, I'm allowed to say it because I am the special boy who can say the special racism, but like...
You can say it?
More importantly, Lenny's a skeleton now, so honestly, at this point, you're being bigoted in 2 ways.
The Vanderlyn gang might be murderous, genocidal, kleptomaniacal, and against every form of law and basic reasoning. But we are not going to do a hecking racist Reno, and you will be forced to play the side mission where Bones and Lenny form a unique relationship of racial solidarity in opposition to the ruling capitalist class. And Arthur is just kind of like, you know, I feel pretty oppressed too with all the police chasing me, and Bones just kind of responds with, I'm sorry, Arthur, but you just wouldn't understand. Now, up until this point, I have been disguising a few important gameplay mechanics from you, which are all very important steps for Orchard to be Red Dead redeemed or something. I wouldn't know, I didn't play the game, all this footage is from my secret evil twin. Starting, of course, with your health, representing the ability to get shot, which is restored by intentionally getting hit by small bullets so that you eventually build a resistance to big ones. Your stamina, which is...
Is that actually true? I think it's bullshitting on that part. I'm not sure if that's actually true. I never did that myself. If that's actually true, I'm like, holy shit. That's actually fake. Man, it's like the stuff he puts in these videos. You're like, you never think they're actually in the game, but they are. I'm just saying.
Restored by stealing the food and cocaine present in unattended houses. And most interestingly, the Deadeye meter, representing your ability to kill everyone very quickly. And a skill which I have hitherto not shown in the video because it is really bad looking on camera. Unusually restored only by copious amounts of drinking and smoking. Which means that yes, drinking is not only used for the arduous task of vehicular operation, but is also a core gameplay mechanic, utterly vital to the flow of combat, and necessitating the vast majority of my dad's income when I was 7 years old. Although you can't really blame the guy since there are 13 different ways to drink alcohol in this game and 0 ways to drink water. Speaking of not drinking any water and rapidly filling my stamina bar, one of the best and most effective ways for Arthur to boost his endurance is the consumption of a special item known as Gamer Supps energy drinks, which has this really cool mission about it where Arthur and Hosea offer the people of Rhodes various unique flavors of energy at only 40 cents per serving. Okay, everyone shut the fuck up, causing the local townsfolk to clamor into the video description, where they will use code Max0r with a 0 for 10% off all products, featuring a wide assortment of delicious energy flavors such as the Chug Juice, Guacamole Gamer Fart 9000, and Grandma's Ashes, which are all, of course,
yeah, it's be weird. Some of the names they become, the flavor names to be coming up with some of those drinks, and I'm just like, I forget one that Pebble read. When I heard the name of it, I was like, really? Why is it named that? Yeah, it was a long time ago, but I forgot. But those name flavors that Max are saying aren't too far fetched.
Real flavors that you can actually buy, filling the local populace with so much energy that they enter a transcendent state of productivity known as getting fucked up on the subs, and attracting the attention of the local authorities at the presence of such criminal deals. Hundreds of people may be dead now, but that is how I keep the price low. Speaking of offering criminal deals and maintaining a defense against inflation, I probably should have mentioned by this point that Red Dead Redemption takes place in a fictional universe, where those who rightfully commit mass murder and arson are attacked by a special gang called the Police, who actually try to stop you from doing crimes. And the main plot of this game is centered around this very conflict. You might call it battery and assault. Dutch calls it keeping the rent low in our neighborhood. Law's been on us for a good time now, Black Lung. Maybe now's not the time for you to be hanging around.
Yeah, maybe Sean shouldn't be using that stupid Reddit page so much.
No, come on now, Arthur. Reddit is my favorite website.
Oh! And that's what you get for saying that. R.I.P. Sean. Died for saying he loved Reddit was his favorite website. Shit.
Can't say he didn't deserve it. This is, of course, in great contrast to how it is in real America,
even he says
where the police exist mainly to evict single mothers. But in the hyperbolic and unrealistic world of Tan Can Revenge 2, the police primarily try to stop you from killing people, cause you to kill more people in self-defense, shrug their shoulders 3 hours after a crime is committed, and then send about 20 bounty hunters to annoy me instead. Founded upon a system of bystanders and crime reports, meaning that if a person happens to observe your misdeeds, you are subtly encouraged to terminate the remaining witnesses. Sorry that
Yes.
I talk about everything in a really
Which I had to
way,
do a
but,
few times myself.
You kill them. You drag them off cliffs. You shoot them. You make Julius Caesar look like a fucking joke. But aside from just stabbing all your problems away, there are two different methods to ensure that the police at least temporarily leave us alone, which I am fairly interested in doing considering that I need to repeatedly go to the bullet store for no particular reason. The first, of course, being to simply lawfully surrender and to successfully resist the temptation to reach for your gun, at which point you will be serving a $320,000 bounty for 10,000 counts of murdering officers, 1,002 counts of murder, 437 counts of abduction, 3 counts of inducing vapors, 49 counts of horse inversion, 9 million counts of assault, and at least 40,000 DUIs. 40,001 DUIs. And the second is to...
Yeah, but to be fair, adding up that much for Red Dead makes sense, for the time where it takes place in. So that's the reason it's probably like a 320K, not probably like millions.
To pay off your debt to the state in cash, which usually totals to about 1/3 of the money you stole. Yes, I did calculate it. Yes, I did invest it on the cowboy stock market. And yes, I did lose it all on blackjack. Because this isn't actually about paying your debt to society. It's about your cut to the IRS. Which of course begs the question, if the gang is constantly being pursued by the police, and if that is a problem for us, why doesn't Dutch just go to the post office and pay his bounty? Is he stupid?
Yes.
The tranquil terrain and red roads of Georgia, therefore, represent the gang's ideal rebellion against a world far too civilized and far too willing to catch serial arsonists. Though, just like in the real America, everything is going to go downhill from here. And everything we do from this point forward is a raw statement of abject cruelty. It is all we have done. It is all we will do. The rapture happened in the year 2015, and 3 people were sent to heaven.
What the hell? What is that part? Where is that reference to? I don't get it. But whatever. It's just so random, but it does sound funny every time Max0r says it. Alright, what's chapter 4 here? Chapter 4. Everything you know and love will die soon.
Actually, never mind. Everything is going to go really great.
Oh, that just came out of my... What the fuck? What the fuck was... Oh, I can't handle him sometimes. Hold up.
Never mind. Everything is going to go really great.
Okay, chapter 5. I love living in the greatest country on earth.
Because Dutch just texted me in Blue Archive and told me that he has a plan. We are going to Tahiti or some shit. Dutch, I am Arthur, and I am fucking constipated with tuberculosis. And, I can kill people. I can legally kill people and shoot them. Let's fucking do it, Arthur.
Saint Denis in chaos.
A real city. The future.
The giant gators of Star Wars.
Exactly.
What the hell? Evil Saint Denis? He's walking like a zombie now. What am I witnessing? I feel like I'm on acid right now, just seeing all this. What the... why are you sending me down on an acid trip, Max0r? Come on, man. You're making me laugh my ass off, but seeing this makes me feel like I'm on acid, even though I don't do drugs at all. What the hell? Ouch. What now? Oh. He crashed.
So after doing, whatever that was, I made
Yeah,
that shit and I
Max is
still
mine.
don't know what I did. We awaken on the polluted shores of the city of Saint Denis, a major municipality of boundless beauty and classy commerce. Commerce that makes literally no sense, as Saint Denis' only route to the ocean takes us over a gigantic-ass waterfall. Which, no doubt, would complicate the gang's escape to Tahiti in unforeseen ways. Why are there so many boats here? Who is putting them in the harbor? How can they get to the harbor? I have nobody to talk to about this. So to escape the consequences of our crimes and get to said tropical paradise, Dutch has a well-thought-out plan.
Money Tahiti! Money Tahiti! Money Tahiti!
I think Dutch hit his head a little too hard.
Where we
You
need
have
to,
no idea.
that's right, commit even more crimes and get even more money. What could possibly go wrong? But
That could
first,
go wrong.
we need to enter the big city by putting on an elegant disguise. Utilizing the game's
let me go
we
back
need
to
to
that
enter the
real
big
quick.
city by putting on an elegant disguise.
Let's see. Me shooting you, ouch, okay. Bitch, you are broke, get the fuck out of my store, LML. Price of the admission. Ouch. Can you die soon? Oh my god, how do you do this, Max0r?
Utilizing the game's extensive and normal customization options to convert to Islam, and with God's help, play the rest of the game as the changed man Abdullah Morgan, which, although a powerful build option with a variety of unique abilities, unfortunately means that I'm required to abstain from drinking. So instead, we are just going to play the entire rest of the game looking like this.
What the hell?
This is entirely for gameplay purposes. The Pinkertons are simply very unlikely to see this and conclude that it is human. Someone send the police after me because this shit is an actual crime. Now, other than
That
playing
haircut
as
is a crime,
recent
yeah.
escape from the Sandity Zoo, there are many new kinds of entertainment which we can seek in the heart of the big city, such as one, perhaps even two types of gambling and antagonizing the women's suffrage movement for some reason. But if we are desiring
Oh, wait, hold on, hold on.
antagonizing the
What'd you
women's
put on
suffrage
there?
movement for some reason. But
Oh crap, I wanted to see that, what was on there. Dang, let me go.
there's one, perhaps even two types of gambling and antagonizing the women's suffrage movement for some reason.
Okay, so I want to abolish women's suffrage. We can't just let them suffer. I'm confident that's what it means.
But if we are desiring the true urban experience, there is no better place to be than the local theaters containing a myriad of impressive vaudeville shows, featuring fire-breathing dancers, exquisite comedic routines, 2250 rabid grizzly bears, and a musical performance about the existence of the telephone. Damn, that shit is gas. Finally capping off with an act in which the performer asks you to shoot him, and then gets mad when you shoot him, as well as enjoying the novel and unusual Nickelodeons where the
I didn't even know that was a thing. I need to look that up later.
unique film pincher cuts his images very quickly. I'm really excited for the new movie, I say with excitement. Little did I know, it would be a feature. A creature feature. Featuring the creature.
Evil
Though my personal favorite component of the American City experience would be catching a terminal illness and then going into permanent medical debt for it, which, as we all know, was the ultimate goal of the founding fathers. Debt for it, which, as we all know,
I wanted to look at that shit. Okay. Breaking Bad fans when they see a terminal cancer diagnosis.
debt for it, which, as we all know,
Alright.
was the ultimate goal of the founding fathers. Really, Red Dead Redemption 2 is just a game that is absolutely brimming with a frankly unnecessary amount of detail. So much so that it can sustain an entire YouTuber ecosystem whose job it is to point out
Yes,
things that are
very
not
much
video
so.
games. And yes, while I might be a little bit guilty of that, the difference with my channel is that my videos are puzzle
Oh, shut up. Oh, what was it? I need to pay attention to this when I get the chance on it.
And yes, while I might be a little bit guilty of that, the difference with my channel is that my
Okay, let's see. Me being escorted out of the Home Depot after making my move on the delicious drywall. What the hell? What kind of meme is that?
videos are puzzles where you try to find the correct information. Like, for instance, did
Right.
you know that in Blue Dude Bamboozle 2, in the mission where Sean dies, you will notice that his horse is missing. This is a subtle nod to the fact that in just a few moments, Sean's brain will also be missing. Did you know, if you happen to shoot a shopkeeper in the face, they will appear again with a large bandage but still serve you? This is a subtle reference to the
That's
fact
a
that they
thing?
have forgotten us as a consequence of the brain damage.
Wow.
Did you know
I didn't even know that was a
horse
thing.
testicles do in fact shrink when cold? That is actually in the game, and I will not show you it. Can we,
Please don't. We're asking that.
Can we do the next fucking joke, please?
Yeah, what
Did you know that if you shoot Javier, stab Dutch, cannonball Strauss, burn Sadie with a Molotov, drag Micah off a cliff, explode Ms. Grimshaw, tie up Lenny, punch Mary Beth into the atmosphere, drag Hosea from a horse, throw an axe at Abigail, give radiation to Kieran for being a Hibernian, perform a duel against Jack, drown Pearson,
That's really fucked. I'm surprised you even showed that one.
run over Bill with a stagecoach, and insult John in front of his family.
God, look at you fools.
John will be very mad with you. But my favorite detail in the entire game is that if the player donates $40,000 to the camp, and if this is before Dutch receives the traumatic brain injury that coincidentally makes him listen to Micah, the gang will finally have the money to journey down the waterfall and wash up unexpectedly upon the beautiful shores of Tahiti, where after a long and arduous day of holding the W key for 4 minutes straight, and 1 minute gay, allows you to access the game's optional happy ending, where the Vanderlyn gang comes together to perform their very first land acknowledgement, followed by a brief 4 more minutes of walking in chains as an apology for doing slavery and white settler colonialism. Adding the island quest to the game was certainly a choice, definitely a decision, indubitably a determination, and if I was Rockstar Games, I would probably try not to build a 2-foot prison for the player to show off my extinct iguana modeling and how bad everyone is at shooting things.
No one can shoot for shit in the
But
story.
ultimately, it is a necessary prison for us to discover the deep underlying truth. Tahiti was never truly a place. It was an elaborate hallucination, and where good cowboys go to a farm upstate. Therefore, just like the rest of America, Arthur Morgan is now doomed to achieve only the worst possible outcomes, and will thus persist in defying all of the civilized world merely by continuing to live. Frankly, it is time for us to accept the facts. We are not going to escape civilization. We are not going to Tahiti. And I am an agent of the Antichrist. My videos are mediums for dark spirits, and that is how I get the game to look like this. Leaving us with only one pressing question for us to finally address. What the fuck are we even doing right now?
Whatever the story tells us to do, I guess. Chapter 7, Ballad of the Thousand Candles. Ballad of a Thousand Candles. Alright, what happens for this one?
So after playing for 2 hours inside of the definitely optional side quest that definitely takes place in Tahiti, Arthur Morgan returns to the accursed land of America with a new, optimistic outlook on life and the universe, leading him to retire from the outlaw life in order to pursue his true passion of stalking and killing innocent animals. And with an excessive 234 different species, each with their own excessively long skinning animation which the developers worked very hard on, so please watch the entire thing. We will not let you skip it. Each kill is a digital blood sacrifice to Satan himself. There is certainly a lot of hunting to be done, and a lot of places to travel in the meantime, such as in the gleaming forests of Roanoke Ridge, where we bravely fought 10 to 20 copies of Jack.
What the hell? He jumped on Jack.
The silliest, softest of dreams. I miss you.
In the dank swamps
What
of
the hell,
Bayou
Max0r?
Noir, where I was killed and eaten by many alligators. In the sunny plains of West Elizabeth, where we extincted the last remaining buffalo, dooming us to interminable environmental collapse. In the beautiful vistas of Big Valley, where we shot at the hordes of perfidious Irishmen, an invasive species not native to this area. And in the deserts of New Austin, in the year of 2010, my dad bought a game for me called Red Dead Redemption 1, wherein I refused to play the actual game because I was too busy slaughtering and skinning all available farm animals in a 10-mile radius. Not to sell their skins, mind you, just for the love of the game. Which I did dutifully and elegantly for the next 5 hours, until my dad told me that in order to keep playing the game, I had to stop doing that. And as Arthur traveled all across these United States, meeting numerous people and killing numerous more, he dwelled on all the things that had brought him to this moment, and realized with an uncomfortable clarity that this was stupid, that no matter how many crimes he committed, no matter how much money he donated, it was never enough to satisfy Dutch's insatiable need.
Oh, let me see. I gotta see this again. Hold on.
How much money he donated, it was never enough to satisfy Dutch's insatiable need.
I wish my thing would pause better before.
To buy more satisfy Dutch's insane.
Well, let's see what it says. Me crashing after the injuries have caused me to become paranoid of my friends and family. Oh, yeah.
Need.
That's what basically
An
happened to Dutch.
insatiable need to buy more candles. And the more that Arthur gave to him, the more candles he always seemed to acquire. All the while, the man standing behind his shoulder, the man who fed into his worst impulses and darkest fears, was not the brightest wick in the candle store.
No, he was
as
not.
Arthur gazed into the fireplace, wondering how he could have been so blind, and how he could be left in the dark for so long, as if a bright candle had just illuminated his darkest night. He had finally come to the realization that he alone had the power to end this vicious cycle, and that he alone had to put a stop to it once and for all.
The last thing to do was his life before it ended. I wonder how he's gonna end this one.
So as he rode that long ride back to Roanoke Ridge, as he remembered every struggle that had come before, and all the people who had helped him get there, and yes, I am counting skeletons as people, he knew that this was going to be his Red Dead Redemption 2.
It was a beautiful moment, though.
For the PlayStation 4.
Right. What else are you gonna say?
Hurry! A lot of candles. Hurry!
We just
Oh,
got
boy.
plenty of time, Micah. Time to discuss our finances.
Black Lung, you're back. Hooray.
That is quite a bit of candles, Dutch. No doubt expensive. Now, Dutch, I can hardly blame you on account of your traumatic brain injury, but as for Micah, well, Micah's just fucking stupid on his own.
You know we need the candles, Black Lung.
We don't,
That's a goddamn lie.
Dutch.
Dutch, think of the value.
What fucking value, Micah?
They're an investment, Black Lung.
It all makes sense now.
No, it damn well doesn't.
Dutch, think.
Dutch, it's getting pretty dark out. You wanna buy some candles?
You left me. You left me to die. My boy, that was literally the point. You're fucking weird. What? You go away the fuck. Perhaps I'm not the only one with brain damage.
That's right.
Yep.
Because I also hit my head too hard in a trolley accident. All that and so much more, Dutch. For fucking candles?
Be quiet, cowpoke. Be quiet. You live in the dark.
Excuse me, I've been trying to contact you regarding a free trial to the...
Oh, that's a fucked up way of doing Grimshaw.
What?
Now! Who among us? Is with me? And who are you again? God, I'm sorry.
Dutch, don't do this. You can't sell them, they're just gonna melt.
He's lying. He's lying, Dutch.
You ain't babies.
Way to transition.
Come on, Arthur. Tahiti's just ahead.
Fuck off. No, I ain't taking directions from a deadbeat.
Come on.
You go.
Ouch.
Arthur, I told you I'd get to my child support payments after we got out of this mess.
I love you, random side character that I just met today. Now, I'll hold him off. Here. And promise me that you will go drunk driving at least once. I guarantee you it is quite the experience. Now go.
Arthur.
So that one fateful day,
Arthur!
you can achieve your Red Dead Redemption 2.
I see what you did there, Max0r. Clever.
I don't know who the hell you are. They should make a sequel game about you or something. Fuck it, I don't know.
This is actually not the end of the video. That I have other stuff I want to show. Okay, what is the other stuff you want to
partner,
show,
I got a headache.
Max0r?
You got some ibuprofen?
Ow. Don't let that be the end. Please don't let that be the end. Chapter 8. Red Dead Redemption 2. Okay. Let's see how he's gonna end these last 2 minutes here. See?
This one's for you, Arthur! I'm going into Hades!
Truck driving? Why not?
Hey there guys, it's me, side character Max0r, out here
Side
in
character
John's house during
Max0r?
the middle of an actual riot. Listen, this has been a very long video with a diverse amount of visual effects. And I
Yes,
just want you to
very.
know that these take a very long time to make. This and the last video
Very.
took a lot out of me because my workday is about 10 hours long in order to finish 30 seconds of video, mainly because every single shot in this video has around 3 failed prototypes, and that shot of
I
John
believe
flying
it.
into his house had to be repeated maybe 12 different times. So be patient with the next project, please. I
Okay.
could just be making
Classic
slop right
aim
now,
slop.
but I choose to make garbage instead. And
Casually, no, well, what's it? Classic American ambient ASMR? Okay, ASMR. Why do I say it so weird and when I'm trying to say it fast? ASMR. What's wrong with my speech? Whatever.
I could just be making slop right now, but I choose to make garbage instead.
Casually shot at the campfire. Yep.
And on
It's
that
not
note,
garbage,
a big
though.
thank you to all the people at my Patreon, who are the only reason that a video like this can be made in the first place. And if you want to
thank
fund
you,
the creation
Patreons.
of further questionable endeavors, the link to do so is in the description. I am
Alright.
still working on creating Max0r merchandise, but again, I am one person, and this video has basically put me on the edge of a mental breakdown. As always, more insane gacha game content to come.
Oh,
and I
please
hope
do.
that all of you have a very lumbago Tahiti or something.
Oh.
Fuck it, content to come.
Let's see. Gacha Gamer is laboring for 2 hours to get one single gambling ticket a day.
And I hope that all of you have a very lumbago Tahiti or something. Fuck it, just play this game already.
I did, actually. I did, and it was great. And I think I'd learned some of the stuff from this video, even though it's been years since I played it, so... Let's see. Oh, yeah, voice actors. Okay. Evan Maple as Arthur, Quentin Stokin as Dutch, Gianni Matrograno as John, Max0r's as Micah. Of course he's Micah. Crackle as Sean, and then Fume as Miss Grimshaw. Okay. Oh, wow. That was great. That was great. But 32 minutes, man. No wonder it took you so long, though. And there's the patrons, of course. Thank you for giving us this video, helping out Max0r, going through his insanity. Oh my god. I haven't laughed this hard in a long time. Like, every time I watch these, it's like, I can feel my ribs getting so tight, it's like, I'm about to either, I'm about to throw up, or, you know, something else, but you know what I mean. My ribs are getting so tight, I was like, I'm about to choke from my laughter, tearing up a little bit, or, you know, maybe throw up my dinner from so much laughing. But man, this is the kind of shit that cures depression. I'm gonna be honest. Man, Max0r's videos cure depression, man. I recommend if someone feels depressed, tell them to go watch this. That's just my opinion, but I'm just saying. Great video. I'd give it an 11 out of 10. An 11 out of 10. This Max0r's videos never fail to make me laugh. Out of all the ones, honestly, between the ones I mentioned, between him, Solid JJ, and Devil Artemis, his ones probably make me laugh the most. Because we don't get it like pretty often as, with Solid JJ or Devil Artemis, but this one I was like, oh man. I want to check the comments real quick. It is an achievement that Max0r made a 30-minute Red Dead Redemption 2 video without mentioning a single thing that actually happened in Red Dead Redemption 2. So true. So true. anime titles be like, "Now one time I overdosed and reincarnated as a middle-aged man in the Midwestern United States in the 20th century." Yeah, oh, no kidding. There's... How many anime titles are like that? Like, I can't keep count. Alcoholics don't run in my family, they drive. So, man. But, yeah. I can't, I don't know how much... That's gonna help me fall asleep later. I'll tell you this much from this video. You already know how much that made me laugh. I try to keep it cool from watching a little bit of it, but like some of the shit in editing, it works for me. I'm just like, I don't know. I can't describe all the words, but you already know. But that's where I asked the question: what y'all think? If y'all are watching this, please let me know in the comment section down below. And like this video, like this reaction. And tune in for more, because I will be doing more reactions in the future. And other non-reaction stuff that I'll eventually get to, once I have the time. But I will continue to upload, and try to be consistent as I can, when I'm not busy with other things in life. And, you know, doing stuff on my LP channel. If for those who aren't watching, go over there too, because I'm currently LPing like a dragon pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. So, excuse me. See what I mean? I laughed so hard, I'm burping out a little bit from what I had for dinner earlier. So, but anyways, for those who were watching, thank you again for watching. And until next time, I'm out.